If we listen, we can hear houses breathe. Bad houses hate our warmth, our humanness.
Stephen King.
Out on what's been an unfriendly road. Armed with freshman Rick Rickard and senior Dusty Reichert, the Gophers hope to make an early impression in the Big Ten race. They'll face Bill Self's 7th-ranked Illini. There's no place tougher to win than here at Assembly Hall, where Illinois has won 24 in a row. The Big Ten party just getting started. The Gophers and the Illini next. To Illinois basketball on ESPN Plus, presented by Country Insurance and Financial Services. Real people, real answers, real quick. From a sold-out Assembly Hall, we are live with the 7-4 Gophers against the 11-2 7th-ranked Fighting Illini. Hi again, everybody. Happy New Year, along with the ex-Illini. Steve Bardo, we say Happy New Year. Well, in TV parlance, it's the start of the second season, the start of the Big Ten season, if you will. And for the Illini, they're going to need a huge effort from Frank Williams, but he's been on a tear the last 6 games.
Yes, he had. After struggling early against Arizona and Maryland in some of the bigger matchups, came back against Missouri and had an outstanding game, and thus found a shooting touch and has carried that in to the last 3 ball games. Has gotten his feet set, is really knocking down a 3-point shot.
Meanwhile, Steve, for the Gophers, they've got a tough task ahead in this building because they've lost 5 games in a row. They'll need a big effort from a rather big man. He's 6'10". Hey, he's so big, he's got 2 jerseys. One, number 1, he wears at home. The other, number 4, he wears on the road.
Yeah, big freshman there from Minnesota, Rickard, can really step away from the basket and shoot the 3. 6'10", goes inside and out. Very talented. And you're looking at the future of Gopher basketball right there as you see a nice left hand hook off the glass. Guys, a lot of tools, and we should really see some exciting play for him tonight.
So the Golden Gophers come into Champaign, Illinois. Do they like their basketball here? You bet. Sold out again. In fact, all the Big Ten games sold out. The Orange Crush, they're ready. We're ready. Stick around.
No other.
The market year started off in the right direction. The Dow closed up 52 points today and the NASDAQ 29. Watch WebFN all day long on WFBT, broadcast channel 23, and 24 hours on WebFN.com.
It's back. The Super Computer Sale returns to the Donald E. Stevens Convention Center, Rosemont. Up to 80 dealers, millions of dollars in inventory, up to 80% off. 80% off. This Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Hardware, software, accessories, and more. IBM, Microsoft, Intel, HP, and others. Computers, $99. Notebooks, $199. Printers, $49. Most items new with full warranties. Software, 99 cents. The biggest computer liquidation ever. You better hurry for the best selection. The Super Computer Sale at the Donald E. Stevens Convention Center, formerly the Rosemont Convention Center of Blue Star Production.
If you want to save big on carpet, you got to move fast. It's the huge Empire Warehouse Sale. With incredible factory direct prices, it's flying out of our warehouse. With Empire, you shop at home and choose from the best brand names. Your carpet's installed next day with no payments for 1 full year. Plus, you get a free gift with your order. Our big warehouse sale is in full swing, so hurry and call right now.
588-2300 Empire.
To lose weight, I use Dexatrim Natural. It's a dietary supplement that helps me eat less. And its dual-action metabolizer burns more fat and gives me added energy for my healthy lifestyle. Drug-free Dexatrim Natural. It's a natural.
Fighting pain's not the same after the Icy Hot Patch.
I'll put it on, and the pain's gone.
Oh! The Icy Hot Patch's concentrated relief goes on Icy to dull the pain. Gets hot to relax it away for hours of relief.
It's still working.
The Icy Hot Patch. Pain has met its match.
Tonight's game is being brought to you by Prairie Farms Ice Cream. Taste the homemade goodness of Prairie Farms. And by Hyundai, where driving is believing. Test drive one at your local Hyundai dealer today. Welcome back. We start with the starting lineups brought to you by Prairie Farms Ice Cream. Taste the homemade goodness of Prairie Farms. The starting five for Dan Monson, 2+ seasons as the head Golden Gopher. And, of course, number 45, Dusty Reichert right there. The ex-walk-on scored his 1,000th point at Texas Tech. He had 20 points and 8 rebounds that night. On the flip side, for Bill Self in his second year as the head Illini, his starting five. And he'll need a good game tonight from the ex-Elgin High School out of Bartlett, Illinois product. The junior 6'3", Sean Harrington, averaging just under 7 points a game. There's what he did against Loyola. Steve Bartow's ready. We're ready. The Illini and the Golden Gophers coming up next on ESPN+. Go, 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 go.
You know, we could have dropped a bundle of bucks on a big Hollywood director for our Prairie Farms ice cream commercials. But instead, we decided to put our money where your mouth is. Quality you can taste from Prairie Farms.
No escapes. That's what we got with Balance Pro corn herbicide.
My proof, weeds just don't break through with Balance Pro.
All season I saw 3-Charge working on the weeds from the road.
My proof is my unused post-grass herbicide because Balance Pro replaced it.
My proof, grasses used to control this field. Now I do.
That's my proof.
My proof.
The power of recharge is why Balance Pro is America's fastest growing pre-herbicide. Need more proof? Visit balanceproof.com.
This is my country. These are my people. This is the world I understand.
It's not just talking about service. It's really knowing the people we serve.
I know them like the back of my own hand.
Country Insurance and Financial Services. Real people, real answers, real quick.
You know, we could have blown an enormous budget building big, elaborate sets for our Prairie Farms ice cream commercials. But instead, we decided to put our money where your mouth is. Taste the homemade goodness of Prairie Farms.
The Orange Crush, they love their basketball here in Champaign. Were they addicted to it when you were here?
Oh, of course. You know, we had that high-flying ball club that did a lot of dunks and steals and fast breaks, so we had them off their feet constantly.
Steve played 4 years here for the Navy and Orange. So we're just about set to jump it up. The referee tonight is Tom O'Neill. The umpires Paul Jansen and Ron Zetchter. Rickert, Burleson, Bennett, Bauer, Reichert for the Gophers. Bradford, Archibald, Harrington, Williams, Cook, Smith for the Illini. In the backcourt, Illinois sets it up slowly. Williams with the basketball has been literally on a tear, hitting at a 48% clip over his last 6 games. Down low, Archibald rejected, and Bennett comes away.
Nice job that time by the interior defense of the Gophers, sending his shot back.
Burleson works in the backcourt. First trip for the Gophers. Underneath, Archibald slaps it away.
Good defense that time by Archibald, limited by his back.
Harrington almost with a travel for 3, bad shot. Whipped out of bounds, it goes back over. Gophers basketball. The last Minnesota win at Illinois, you've got to go back to March the 9th of '96, a single point. Minnesota trails in the series, and Illinois with that huge lead, 62 to 16 here at Assembly Hall. Rickert. And travel.
Good job that time of position defense by Cook. He's really got to move his feet with this young guy, Rickert.
37 and 34, 5th year as a career head coach, 89 and 51 overall with his assistants, Bill Walker and Art Prevost. 37 and 34 as the head Gopher. 7 and 4 this year for Bill Monson. Archibald in the first 2 of the night.
Nice job by Archibald, taking advantage of the freshman with great low post position. A nice layup.
Good hustle by Harrington. Burleson battles for it. Arrow says Gophers basketball. Bill Self, in his second year, didn't decide to be a head coach, he told me this afternoon at the shoot-around, until he was about a junior in college. Said his dad, who was also a coach, actually discouraged him. Said, son, too much time away from the family. Finally, about the time he was a junior, Bill said, I think I'd like to be a head coach.
Boy, I wish you're glad he did. Heck of a coach.
Shot clock down to 14. Bennett whips it out. They better hurry. Down to 3. Inside the arc. In and out, in and out. Rebound comes down for the Gophers. Slapped up once, and the nice tip. Tapped up by Jerry Holman. You said to watch him, right? You like him.
Very athletic junior college transfer. Got some international experience this summer playing in South America with the USA championship team.
Holman, 6'10", a junior out of St. Paul, Minnesota, and Humboldt High School. Rattles the rim, out of bounds. Gophers get the basketball. Tied early here in Champaign.
Jim, the Gophers are going to give the Illini problems with their size. They go 6'7", 6'8", and a couple 6'10" up front, so Illini have their hands full.
Bill Self said this afternoon it was size against speed. Whips it out to Holman. They try the right side. Bennett. Down low to Bauer. Fade away. Bingo.
That's the matchup the Gophers are going to try to exploit, with Harrington trying to guard the taller Bauer. At 6'3", has his hands full with the 6'8" Bauer.
Illinois brings it down, trailing 4-2. Down low to Cook. Nice pass stolen away in the middle. Reichert comes out with it. And the foul called on number 21, Robert Archibald. Take a look at the other end. Archibald.
See here posting up. Bauer is going to turn right over Harrington, Jim, all night long if he gets that position.
Now watch the reach in on Archibald, his first. Gophers lead it by 2.
See, they're looking at that matchup, trying to post Bauer.
Bennett for 3, off the mark. Goes over to the Illini.
This is what you love by the start of the Big Ten season. You notice the nature of the game is much more physical than in pre-conference play.
Bennett, by the way, a 44% free throw shooter on the season. Illinois tries to tie. Harrington gets it to Cook. Cook partially rejected, and the Gophers come up with it. Holman again. Burleson whips it to Bennett. They'll slow it down, set it up. Dish, nice one. Reichert, easy 2 points. Dusty Reichert, 6'10", the senior, the ex-walk-on out of Grand Rapids High School in Grand Rapids, Minnesota. 6-0 Minnesota run after a 2-0 Illinois lead.
Gophers doing a good job of mixing their defense.
Bradford rattles the rim, won't go. Minnesota trying for an 8-0 run. Burleson penetrates the paint, now whips it back out. Bennett went down low. Reichert. 2-0 Illinois lead, 8-0, and the fans at Assembly Hall are stunned.
Yeah, they should be. Minnesota's come out ready to play. See, they're dropping back in that big zone, and Illini having a hard time figuring it out.
Well, we talked about Nick Smith. Bill Self said he's an awesome kid, a good listener, smart, out of Bloomingdale High School back in Florida, the 245-pound freshman. He puts a little weight on, he's going to be awesome.
Yeah, because I tell you what, Jim, when he catches the ball, he knows what to do with it.
Gophers on a tear after trailing by 2, whipped off 8 in a row. The lead up to 4. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Phil.
Steve holds open auditions. And Cedric wants to get into the act.
What the heck you got on? You look like an Oscar from Compton.
Next Steve Harvey Show. Tonight at 10:30 on WCIU.
Big Ten basketball is big on the U with a Big Ten doubleheader. Saturday starting at 11. First, hot off the bench winning team in the Purdue Boilermakers visit Ann Arbor, home of the all-Big Ten forward LaVelle Blanchard and the Michigan Wolverines. Then, Frank Williams and the Fighting Illini head north for a shootout against Kirk Penny and the Wisconsin Badgers. See Purdue versus Michigan, followed by Illinois versus Wisconsin. It's a Big Ten doubleheader Saturday starting at 11 on WCIU Channel 26, The U.
Turned down again? Can't anyone help me get the loan I need to buy a car?
Bad credit, divorce, bankruptcy, repossession. No problem. Even if you've been turned down before, 1-800-BUY-A-CAR can get you the loan you need in minutes. And right now, you can get a great deal on a new or used Gateway Chevy or Oldsmobile for very little down and super low payments.
I called 1-800-BUY-A-CAR and got the loan I needed and a great deal on this car. Thank you, 1-800-BUY-A-CAR. Got out on 1-800-BUY-A-CAR.
Call now.
At Poolorama's incredible half-off after Christmas sale. Get up to 50% off everything in stock, including pool tables. 2001 model spas start at just $19.95. Get huge savings on bars, bar stools, and tanning systems, too. Plus, get no payment, no interest financing for 6 months. At Poolorama.
Welcome back. Ex-Illini Steve Barto's alongside. Take a look now at Nick Smith, the big freshman.
You know, Jim, this is what the Illini have to do to attack the big zone of Minnesota. They have to get the ball inside and attack in the key area.
Minnesota 4 out of 7. The Illini just 2 out of 7. Illinois' only points, the first 2 by Archibald and the last 2 by Smith. Bill Self said when Nick Smith puts just a little more weight on, gets a little stronger, he's going to be the kind of a player that can carry this Illini team.
Definitely agree. Whenever he gets the ball, makes the right pass and draws a foul or can score.
Holman's got it to Reichert, and they'll set it back up. 15-15 left in the first half for 3. High off the iron, no good. Goes over to Illinois.
Well, the Illini were fortunate that time. Fleming was wide open for the 3. Looked like a defensive breakdown.
Fleming, a 32% three-point shooter, 9 out of 28 coming in. Bradford, all alone Smith. Nick Smith's got 4.
Big fella just seems to find his way around the ball in the basket. Does a good job.
At the other end, Holman stuffs the popcorn popper.
And took down Cook and Smith in the process.
You don't want Smith bringing it across the line too many times, do you?
He's skilled, but I don't know if he's that skilled, Jim.
Cook sets it back up for 3. Rebound to the Gophers. 14:33 left to go in the first half. Cross court to Fleming. Fleming looks down low. Holman against Smith. Starts to penetrate. Smith with a nice takeaway, and Cook comes out with it. Illinois defense tightening up. Cook dishes it out on the perimeter. Back to Smith. That one short. The freshman barely hit the metal.
Like he might have got hit on the wrist that time as it released a shot.
Fleming looks down low. Reichert comes out. Burleson looks to set up.
Notice the Gophers once again are looking to get the ball to Bauer against Harrington.
Harrington almost came out. Bauer got poked in the eye. Shot clock inside of 10. Better hurry. Reichert. Sloppy pass. Archibald has only had 2.5 practices since, well, the middle of December. There you look, the Gophers, Fleming. Well, we'll come back to that in just a second. We've only got 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Quick inbounds. They better hurry. Reichert with a spin around. Too much time. Wouldn't have counted anyway.
Good help defense that time by Brian Cook.
Back to the mash unit. Fleming with the back. Bauer with the ankle. Johnson is out. Melton with the ankle. Demir with the foot. He's done for the night. Smith asthmatic. And Archibald, we talked about it. Bill Self said Archibald's about 90%. He was worried more about his conditioning tonight. Shot clock down to about 15. Illini better hurry.
Boy, they're letting it go inside.
It's physical in the paint, and the call.
Hey. Corey looked like he got upset there, Jim, and just took 2 hands and pushed Corey and Fleming down to the floor.
Watch inside. Watch Kerwin Fleming, 15. There's an elbow. There's an elbow. There's a reach in. 3 turnovers, last 4 trips for the Gophers. After building up an 8-2 lead, Illinois is trying to claw their way back. Fleming starts to penetrate, gets cut off at the pass. Rickert sets the pick, nothing doing. Holman really getting the physical going over down low. Fleming with a shot clock inside of 10. Bennett penetrates against Cook. From the line, Holman.
Got to call that one, Jim.
And your thoughts would be?
Got to call the bank shot.
Like in pool. Bradford cut off. Whips it back out. For 3. Bingo! Frank Williams starts to light it up.
Frank needs to have a quick start here. Minnesota's got the Illini off balance. So you expect your star player to help you out in those tough situations.
Frank Williams leading the Illini 48% from the field in the last 6 games, averaging just under 25 points. Take a look at the three-pointer. He was a 32% three-point shooter coming in. 19 of 59 on the year. Now 20 of 60 and counted. Out of Manual High School in Peoria.
Jim, a tremendous ball player. Showed his ability to shoot the 3, but he's even better with the ball, creating for his teammates.
Nick Smith, the freshman, after a short rest, checks back in, number 45 for Illinois. Gophers basketball on the turnover. We've got 11:59 to go in the first. Gopher lead back down to 3. At the other end, physical, and then the easy lay-in for Nick Smith, the freshman. Holman, he's been the star for the Gophers.
Securing tuition is my mission. I'm College, Illinois. Prepaid tuition. Buy me when your kids are small. Use me when your kids grow tall. No tuition inflation with prepaid education.
Use me in Illinois or toward tuition at any college, anywhere.
Oh, securing tuition is my mission. I'm College, Illinois. Prepaid tuition.
Something extraordinary is coming to Amoco. It will change your gasoline buying experience, but it won't change your gasoline. You'll still be able to buy the same Amoco gasoline you've always bought, but the environment in which you buy it will be brighter, smarter, more inviting than ever before. And the best part is, this is just the beginning. BP, going beyond.
It's just the same old thing. I need adventure, excitement. I'm suffocating.
Okay, you can drive.
Spice things up. The Hyundai Santa Fe. V6 power, full-time four-wheel drive, and the freedom of America's best warranty plan. The Santa Fe.
Don't even think about it.
It's the Big Ten opener for these Big Ten schools. Minnesota up against Illinois. We're live at Assembly Hall. Here's a stats flash brought to you courtesy of Balance Pro, corn herbicide.
There, the Illini struggled a little bit, Jim, from the 3 and 1 for 5. Need to get the ball in his hands a little bit more.
Steve Stat Flash brought to you by Balance Pro, the power of recharge. You didn't know you were sponsored, huh? 11:55 and counting here in the first half. Opening up the Big Ten season. Gophers have Michigan State next in the barn back at Williams on Saturday night. And for Illinois, they'll take on Wisconsin at Wisconsin up in Madison also on Saturday night.
I like this change of defense by the Illini going to a zone.
Reichert misfired, and back comes Illinois. Bradford looks down low. Back out to Smith, the big guy, playing high post. Archibald does not like that call.
See, Robert is spinning to the middle. That's the second time that a double team has come from his right shoulder. He needs to look at Nick Smith across court for the pass for an easy dunk.
See if he gets beat up down low.
A lot of contact, but no blood, no foul in the Big Ten.
Shot clock down to 11. Head starts to penetrate. Dishes out. Outside the arc for 3, and an out and good. Frank Williams has got 6, both of them from three-point range outside the arc.
That's what I call a shooter's touch. Illini back in a 3-2 with Luther Head popping out at the top. Trying to change it up a little bit. Give the Gophers a different look.
Really physical down inside the paint, double dribble. What do you like about Luther Head as a defensive basketball player?
Well, he's extremely athletic, and he's a young guy that's willing to learn, and he's not afraid to make mistakes. He gets down low defensively. He's very active, and at 6'3" with long arms is a good asset defensively for the Illini.
Illinois opened up 0 for 4 from three-point range. They've made their last 2, both by Williams. In fact, Williams has scored the last 6 points.
Nice turnaround that time by Brian Cook, going away from the defensive pressure.
So after an 8-2 Minnesota advantage, Illinois has clawed back and leads it by a bucket. Bennett, as the shot clock slides to 11. Reichert in trouble. Fleming, covered by Harrington. Rickard, count it, that's 3.
Young fella showed his ability to knock down the tray.
Had a season low 17 against Texas Tech. Rick did, the forward out of Duluth East High School. 32% three-point range for Rick.
Yeah, you see Bill Self going at him. Bill doesn't get too excited, but boy, he is sure letting him have it there. But you know, Jim, Sean in that double team's got to be more aggressive. If somebody's got to eat some elbows, then they have to eat the elbows.
What was Bill complaining about to your eye?
Looked like Sean got hit, and thus the ball went out off of his leg, but Sean's got to be much more aggressive in holding the ball.
In the ESPN USA Today Top 25 poll, action tonight, Duke, Coach K, no problem. Syracuse at home, talking about tough places to play. The Carrier Dome, good luck. Butler, there's a surprise, huh? Second half action.
This Miami team is a sleeper, undefeated on the year.
Nobody's paying attention to the basketball team yet. There's still a little game tomorrow night.
That's right.
Wake Forest by 11. Out it goes to Harrington for 3. Oh, Bennett came down hard.
Looked like Luther Head accidentally got his arm under Bennett's foot. Went up with his arm and thus pushed Bennett on the floor.
Here's 6'7", 205. Watch 21. Travaris Bennett. Ouch. Oh, hello. Brian Cook.
Beautiful pass over the zone defense by Sean Harrington that time.
This run by the Illini gets the crowd back into it. Excellent pressure by Illinois. Rickard gets it to Burleson.
Back into the 3-2. Minnesota hasn't figured it out yet.
Down to Bauer. Works in against Archibald. Slapped away. Back comes Frank Williams. 1-on-2. Pulls it up. Dishes to Harrington. Back to Williams. Cross-court it goes. Head wants it. Looking for Cook down low. Denied. Back out to Frank Williams. Williams pulls for 3. Won't go. Slapped by Archibald. Out of bounds. Illinois' ball.
Now that time, Archibald is stiff back, but boy, he's really active under the glass.
So Bennett gets a rest after hitting the hardwood extremely hard. Holman checks back in, number 40 with 4 points. The alley-oop off the iron. Bad pass by Harrington. Gophers go the other way, trailing by 1. Esselink is in 31. You lost your bet. You said we wouldn't see him.
Yeah, Coach Moss is pulling out the stops.
Great steal. Head, count it. Luther Head, the freshman.
There's that defensive pressure we were talking about, Jim. Luther Head with the long arm.
Rickard down low. Too hard, and the foul off the glass. Called against Minnesota. Bauer's trying to get the troops together. Points off of turnovers. An 11-2 Illinois advantage. Take a look at this transition as we take a timeout. Head with the steal. Sloppy pass by Esselink, and the Illini lead up to 3.
It's back. The Super Computer Sale
returns to the Donald D. Stevens Convention Center, Rosemont, this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. IBM, Microsoft, Intel, HP, and others.
The biggest computer liquidation ever.
Handheld computers, $99. Notebooks, $199. Computers, $99. Printers and scanners, $49. 17-inch monitors, $99. You better hurry for the best selection. Up to 80 dealers, millions of dollars in inventory, up to 80% off.
80% off.
For more info, visit BlueStarShows.com.
The Super Computer Sale
at the Donald D. Stevens Convention Center, formerly the Rosemont Convention Center, a Blue Star production.
So, what are you thinking?
Right now, I'm thinking threesome.
Thankfully, there's lots more guys to choose from at Lava Life. It's the newest place to click with people. I can either use my phone or the web to find the right guy for me.
Oh, I think I put my thong on backwards.
At Lava Life, every guy has a profile that I can listen to on the phone or read on the web to find out what they're like. And they can find out what I'm like from my profile. I just exchange messages with them and find someone that I click with. It's easy, safe, and totally confidential. At Lava Life, even the type of relationship is up to me. I can meet guys just to be friends, guys to date, or guys who want a serious relationship. I get to choose.
I think you look beautiful tonight.
Bingo.
The Big Ten opener for the Illini, ranked number 7. The Gophers come in with a record of 7-4. They trail by 3. Watch the alley-oop.
Nice job of Sean Harrington going over the top of the zone with Brian Cook slipping baseline. Nice dunk.
The ex-Illini, Steve Barto's alongside ESPN Plus. Proud to be here at a sold-out Assembly Hall in Champaign, Illinois.
Change to the Fighting Illini. Nick Smith, number 45, back in. He'll replace Archibald. Smith for...
Both coaches are not too happy with the officials. During the break, Dan Munson really gave umpire Paul Jansen an earful. I mean, it's been extremely physical.
That's the nature of this conference.
You think?
Oh, yeah.
You played. Harrington outside the arc. Sean Harrington out of Elgin High School, Bartlett, Illinois. A 40% three-point shooter. Largest Illinois lead up to 6. They were down by 6, 8-2.
Illini starting to figure out that zone. Really nice ball movement resulted in Harrington with the open tray.
Rickert gets it out to Bauer for 2. Thank God for Bauer if he gets warmed up. Michael Bauer, averaging 11 points a game, set a school record for three-point field goal percentage earlier this year, 41.5 from three-point range.
We have Minnesota's really going to their bench early, Jim. Looks as though Monson's trying to keep the Illini off rhythm, throw some different looks at him. Had Holman at the top of the zone last time. Now Robinson a quick water bug type in the ball game.
Almost a bad pass. Spin around, goaltending. Holman, it was going to be off the mark. And a goaltending call.
Let's look here. As you said, Jim, gets it off, and it's right in front of the rim. Nick Smith got a little excited there. Should have let that one go.
And the blocking foul. Yeah, you don't want a 7'2" freshman too excited. How good will he be when he puts the weight on, gets a little better condition?
I think he'll definitely be all Big Ten performer, and if he can really get his conditioning level up to where he can play sustained minutes, it'll really be outstanding.
For 3, won't go. Smith with a rebound. The man we're talking about whips it back out. Spin around. Williams, how quick is he? Cook, Harrington. For 3. Corey Bradford starts to get untracked out of Raleigh Egypt High School in Memphis.
Good pressure that time by the Illini, forcing the turnover. That three-quarter court 1-2-2 trap that the Illini put on has really caused the Gophers some problems early.
I think that was one of the things that Bill Self was really working his troops on earlier this afternoon. They do the shoot-around at 2 o'clock. He wanted to keep changing the defensive look to confuse Minnesota, and so far it's been very effective, eh?
Yes, it has been.
Williams won't go. Cook comes down with a rebound. Harrington off the fresh 35. Whips it back to Bradford. Williams wide open. Frank reverses it. Harrington for 3. Won't go. Rebound pulled down and over the back. That's just a lazy foul. Take a look at the Illini ball movement.
See here, they get the ball inside in the middle. Cook swings it back to Harrington. He doesn't have the shot, gets it to Williams, who gets it to Smith. Cross-court pass to Corey Bradford for the open tray. That's how you have to beat a zone defense, with ball movement inside the zone. Kick it weak side to the open shooters.
As you look at the time left in the first half, 5:40, and about to start counting again. In the last 6 minutes and 50 seconds, Illinois on an 18-7 tear. Bauer. Almost traveled. Bennett. Won't go. Archibald and Cook. And the blocking foul against the Gophers, Burleson.
Now, as we watch the Illini in their attack, with them in terms of defensively, Jim, they want to keep Minnesota off guard. Minnesota's a set offense type of team. They don't create very well off the dribble, so the Illini are doing a good job of keeping them off balance.
Archibald wide open. Harrington with a huge assist. Archibald had the first 2 for Illinois. Bumps it up now to a 26-19 lead.
See Robert Archibald just, boy, giving it up this evening.
Take a look at number 21, who Coach Bill Self goes backdoor here. Says he's just become a physical presence. He can post it up. He can push guys off the block. Gophers down by 7. I'm not sure what that shot was.
I'm not sure he knew either.
Williams gets fouled. Foul on Dusty Reichert. How about this? 4 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in the first half, and it's the first trip to the line for Illinois. First trip to the line for either team. Illinois has outscored the opponent 289-268 so far.
And the Illini, against the zone, it's hard to get to the basket, so they've had to rely on a lot of outside shots, but that time on the breakaway, Williams gets to the hole.
76% free throw shooter, now 87 of 114, and a 22-7 Illinois run.
This has been the Achilles heel of the Gophers on the road, is giving up big-time runs against the opponent.
Gophers misfire, and back comes Illinois again after Rickert just barely touched the metal. Powell gets it down to Archibald. He wants it. You just know he's going to go for it, right? You get him the ball in the paint, and Archibald will try to get it up off the glass.
Great post feed by Frank Williams, and all Robert had to do was use his body and go strong, and draws the foul.
Misses Archibald's little boy, Robert. 6'11", 250. I asked Bill Self at the shoot-around this afternoon if you could wave your magic wand and fix anything about Robert's game before March Madness, what would you fix? And he laughed. He says, you mean besides the bad back? And he said he would like Robert Archibald to react rather than think. That sometimes he thinks too much, just rely on instinct.
And see that, in contrast to that, Nick Smith gets the ball, and he's on all instinct around the basket, which makes it very good.
Well, I asked him as a coach what you can do to get a player to react. It's all about confidence, he said, and repetition. 30-19 our score. Approaching the 4-minute mark, first half.
Illini That defense has been outstanding this first half. Limiting the good looks.
Bauer off the short side of the rim. And you see the aggressiveness of Illinois. Gophers are almost playing in slow motion, or so it appears, because of the aggressiveness of the Illini. Holman has it rejected. Oh, my. Roger Powell just slapped that one away.
Freshman with the lively legs. So, Holman, you got to jump a little bit higher, partner.
And Powell's only 6'6". Bauer. Showtime at the Apollo.
Gophers turned it. Turnover into instant offense.
Back it goes to Powell. To Harrington. Works on the clock a little bit. Powell. Oh, my. Roger Powell, the freshman, only averaging 3.3 per game and 6.9 rebounds, making his minutes count.
But it has had an impressive month of December, getting into the games and providing much-needed energy for the depleted Illini, especially up front.
Bauer. Bauer's starting to force it a little bit. I mean, he almost feels like he's a one-man wrecking train out there, huh?
Balance Pro gives me one-pass weed control and my best yields. This is my proof.
It's as close to a perfect one-pass program as you can find. It recharges, keeps my fields clean all season long. That's my proof.
This is my proof that Balance Pro is the best one-pass performance out there. My one-pass users have increased 30%. This is my proof.
My proof.
My proof. Balance Pro pre-herbicide gets your weeds. Then the power of recharge gets them again. Want proof? BalanceProof.com.
This is my country. These are my people. This is the world I understand.
It's not just talking about service. It's really knowing the people we serve.
No one like the back of my own hand.
Country Insurance and Financial Services. Real people, real answers, real quick.
It's just the same old thing. I need adventure, excitement. I'm suffocating.
Okay. You can drive.
Spice things up. The Hyundai Santa Fe. V6 power, full-time four-wheel drive, and the freedom of America's best warranty plan. The Santa Fe.
Don't even think about it.
Big Ten basketball on ESPN+. The Gophers led early 8-2, and then it's been all Illinois with a changing and, Steve Bardo, a confusing defense, huh?
Yeah, they've gone to a three-quarter court zone trap as we see the Big Ten scoring leaders, and we got 3 players in that top 5 here in this game.
Archibald was 6, Cook with 4. Nick Smith, the freshman, had a big game. He had 4 points early on. Illinois on a tear, and that defense, that changing defense of Bill Self. 2:22 and counting. Gophers 48%, Illini 50%. There's a collision at midfield. Oh.
Corey got hit.
Corey Bradford just snapped his neck backwards. At the other end, Smith with a rejection, but Corey Bradford, and we're going to see Rod Cardinal in his 29th year as the trainer for Illinois. There was just a heck of a collision. You could almost hear it. In football parlance, it'd be helmet to helmet. The senior just had his neck snapped. Here it is. Watch him collide.
Kind of caught in the middle and really nowhere to go and got crunched by Bennett. It's kind of a incidental contact, but boy, he really caught a nasty one. Tell you what, Jim, those sting a little bit. Hopefully he can keep it warm and continue to play, because that'll be pretty sore tomorrow morning.
Those sting for days. Bauer at the free throw line. Michael Bauer, the sophomore out of Hastings High School in Hastings, Minnesota. Hurt his ankle in practice last Friday. Came off the bench, though, over the weekend. Had 15 points, 4 boards, 3 assists, 3 blocks against Nebraska, averaging about 11 points per. The Darth Vader look. Maurice Hargrove. Off the head. The freshman played well. In fact, both have. Nick Smith as well as Luther. Speaking of Smith, nice dish to Cook, and he gets pushed. Well, we talk about the physical play. Holy cow.
But once again, here we see Nick Smith, who makes a tremendous pass to Brian Cook, and Holman just...
He gets a forearm.
Yeah, he just pushes him down.
The left arm gets in there. So Brian Cook out of Lincoln High School in Lincoln, Illinois, goes to the free throw line, an 80% free throw shooter on the year, 35 of 44. Ask Coach Self again that magic wand question. If you could work on Brian Cook at all as far as his game, what would you work on? And he said simply his consistency.
Exactly. Brian Cook, the enigma for the Illini, with tremendous talent, probably pro-type talent, but just can't seem to put it together night in and night out.
Steve Bardo alongside. What'd you major in? I've got to go look up enigma. 34-25 is our score. 15 on the shot clock. Buck 22 and counting.
Boy, that zone is really spread out.
Just doesn't seem to be any real sense of urgency on the part of the Gophers, huh?
Well, there's a forced shot of 3.
But that's what I mean. I mean, that's about the 4th time they've let the shot clock slide inside of 3.
Well, Minnesota typically is a patient offensive team, and the Illini are adding to that. Just no easy looks.
A reminder that Illinois basketball on ESPN Plus is presented by Country Insurance and Financial Services. Real people, real answers, real quick. The man with the answers alongside today played 4 years on this floor at Assembly Hall, Steve Bardo.
See right now with the minute 7 and the Illini having the ball. See if Minnesota can change defense a little bit. They have really relied a lot on their zone. We haven't seen man-to-man yet in this first half.
Upcoming schedule, we mentioned that the Illini will take on the Badgers in Madison coming up on Saturday. Then they'll be on the road again against Purdue, then Michigan, then the Hawkeyes, then Wisconsin, 3 in a row, some home cooking, and on the road at Bloomington. And of course, Bill Munson and his Gophers getting set to go back to the barn, Williams Arena. You played there. That's another tough place to play, huh?
Well, I tell you what.
Good job by the Gophers right there.
Just what we said, Jim. Minnesota going to a man-to-man defense that time, trapping up front, changing the look.
Inside of a minute, 34-25 our score. Gophers on the short end. Bennett looks for Holman. Holman's been a huge force. Hargrove giving you that Darth Vader look with the face mask.
Minnesota just can't get the ball inside against the zone.
Reichert does not handle the ball that well. When you double team him, he seems to panic, and the result, the turnover right there.
Reichert's much more comfortable around the basket rather than on the perimeter.
8 straight games in double figures, though, for Dusty Reichert. 12 turnovers against the Gophers now. Shot clock down to 15. They'll wait for the last shot and take their chances. Bill Self says now. Williams dishes off. Wide open Cook. Rebound by the Gophers. Steal by Archibald. Puts it up off balance. Won't go, and that'll do it. Minnesota led 8-2 Then Illinois went on a monster tear, and they take a 34-25 lead at halftime as we open up the Big Ten season here at a sold-out Assembly Hall. The Orange Crush on their feet. Illinois big at the half.
Big Ten basketball leagues big on the U. See Purdue versus Michigan, followed by Illinois versus Wisconsin. It's a Big Ten doubleheader Saturday starting at 11 on WCIU Channel 26, the U.
If you want to save big on carpet, you got to move fast. It's the huge Empire Warehouse Sale. With incredible factory direct prices, it's flying out of our warehouse. With Empire, you shop at home and choose from the best brand names. Your carpet's installed next day with no payments for 1 full year. Plus, you get a free gift with your order. Our big warehouse sale is in full swing, so hurry and call right now.
588-2300 Empire.
ATA's Winter Wonder Sale. The affordable way to enjoy non-stop flights to your favorite destinations with no advance purchase or minimum stay requirements. Save even more when you book online at ATA.com. Better hurry, the sale ends January 14th, 2002. Want to fly for free? Go online to ATA.com to find out how you can earn a free ticket with our Buy 3, Fly Free offer.
At Poolorama's incredible half-off after Christmas sale. Get up to 50% off everything in stock, including pool tables. 2001 model spas start at just $19.95. Get huge savings on bars, bar stools, and tanning systems, too. Plus, get no payment, no interest financing for 6 months. At Poolorama.
We're at halftime here at Assembly Hall. As tough a place to play as Williams Arena back in the Twin Cities, as we take time now to check our Big Ten wire. As conference play gets underway, a few new faces making immediate impacts. Minnesota's Rick Rickard has been playing outstanding basketball, including a 28-point outing against Oregon, the most for a Golden Gopher Frosh since 1991. Iowa's Pierre Pierce is putting up impressive numbers as well for the Hawkeyes. Other freshmen that have stepped it up, Wisconsin's Delvin Harris and Kelvin Tobert. They've stepped into the Spartan system and become important contributors. We're at halftime. The Golden Gophers of Minnesota, the Fighting Illini of Illinois. It's the Big Ten opener for both, with aspirations of March Madness, and for Rick Rickard, a good start.
Securing tuition is my mission. I'm College, Illinois. Prepaid tuition. Buy me when your kids are small. Use me when your kids grow tall. No tuition inflation with prepaid education.
Use me in Illinois or toward tuition at any college, anywhere.
Oh, securing tuition is my mission. I'm College, Illinois. Prepaid tuition.
How would you like to lose that big belly and save big money? Then you need the Abdur system, designed to aerobically burn fat as it flattens your abs in just minutes a day, and it's yours for a fraction of the cost. Look, ab machines strengthen muscles but won't reduce your waist, and some exercises can make your muscles bigger. Only the Abdur's rotating torso trimmer targets your upper abs, lower abs, and obliques, all in one fat-burning circular motion. You'll flatten your stomach in weeks, not months. We guarantee it.
Before I started using the Abdur system, I was really unhappy the way I looked. Ever since I started using the Abdur system, I started seeing immediate results, and I feel so much happier and more confident in everything I do.
These machines cost up to $8,000. The Abdur does the work of all these machines. Millions have sold for 5 payments of only $29.95. But if you call now, we'll lower the price to 5 payments of only $19.95. That's a $50 savings. Plus, you get the Abdobix nutritional guide and motivational video free. We guarantee you'll lose at least 2 inches in just 10 days or your money back. So call now.
If you love the sight of a big whitetail buck moving through the brush, the excitement of ducks coming in over your decoys, the thrill of seeing a largemouth bass crashing your lure, you love Field & Stream, America's premier outdoor magazine. Call now and get a full year of Field & Stream plus 2 bonus issues for 86 cents an issue. That's 79% off the newsstand price. You'll also get this handy Mossy Oak gear bag free with your paid subscription. It carries and protects your stuff exactly what you want in a gear bag. Just like Field & Stream is exactly what you want in a sportsman's magazine. It's bagging that trophy penalty button, catching the biggest trout, casting like a pro, using the right lures, improving your shotgunning skills, getting the greatest gear, plus timely coverage on the hottest places to hunt and fish in your area. It's all in Field and Stream, the magazine of the great outdoors. Call now to save 79% and get this Mossio gear bag free.
Call 1-800-529-1155 now to get Field and Stream for just $12 plus the handy Mossio gear bag free. Call 1-800-529-1155.
From America's #1 personal trainer, Tony Little, comes the country's most exciting way to lose weight, the revolutionary Gazelle Freestyle. 10 cardio, strength training, and stretching moves in one fun-filled, calorie-burning workout with almost zero impact.
I've lost 32 pounds in 7 months. Being over 300 pounds, it helped me lose over 200.
The Gazelle Freestyle has worked for these people and many more. Now you can try the Gazelle Freestyle before you buy. At home for 30 days for just $14.95 plus shipping and handling. Complete with onboard heart rate monitor and Tony Little's exclusive one-on-one personal trainer video.
Use the system for 30 days. If you don't fall in love with it, if you don't get results from it, if you don't like me, send it back.
This sensational Gazelle Freestyle $14.95 trial offer won't last long, so don't miss out. Call right now.
Call now to order a Gazelle Freestyle to try in your own home for just $14.95 plus shipping and handling.
We're at halftime here at Sold Out Assembly Hall, the Big Ten opener for both schools. And speaking of, let's go on both campuses, the University of Illinois and the University of Minnesota.
Hail to the orange, hail to the blue.
I like the fact that Illinois is a big university, so there's lots of room to move around, and you're not locked into that person you were when you were a freshman. There's freedom to grow and change.
It is a very large university, so you have a sense of the outside world, but you still have these Midwestern roots.
I learned how to compete, quite frankly, and how to focus on excellence. And Illinois is about that. It's about being excellent at what you do.
But what it really did is gave me an education. It is knowing a lot of things is a great advantage in the world, and that's one thing that Illinois did for me.
I decided to go to the University of Illinois because I wanted to go to the best library school in the country, and the Graduate School of Library Science at the University of Illinois was then and is now the best library school in the nation.
There actually are a lot of astronauts who come from the University of Illinois, so something that's going on at that school must be preparing us very well for the future.
It's a tremendous university. It has a great tradition. It has a great faculty, and it is well regarded around the country as one of the finest institutions in the country.
I learned a lot at Illinois in the classroom and outside the classroom. I mean, the social life and all the activities there are at Illinois. It's a big school and it offers everything there is to see out in the world.
It's a great, well-rounded university. I mean, I went there for the education, but it's also a fun university. There's tons of things to do.
It's an outstanding place to get an education because there's so much diversity there. I got an opportunity to learn on and off the field how to be a productive part of society.
As I said, like a sponge, I kept sucking the nutrition from what the school had to offer to me.
At halftime, track and field coach from the University of Minnesota, Phil Lundeen, is with us. Phil, let's talk about an exciting event you got coming up here in February.
We have the Big Ten Indoor Track and Field Championships coming to the University of Minnesota for the first time in the history of the University of Minnesota. The first time the championships has been held here indoors. So very excited about this upcoming event in February.
1998, you won the conference. How does this year's team look?
This team this year is young, but the possibilities are there. People are very excited about our efforts in regards to preparing for the championships, and the kids are naive enough to think they can win it. So we're very enthused.
And some returning All-Americans.
Yes, we do. We have 3 of our 4 kids coming back from the 4x400 relay that were All-Americans last year. We have many very, very good recruits coming back too, or not coming back, but coming into the program, some freshmen, and we're very excited about the possibilities.
And a chance for fans to see this exciting youngster at Michigan, Alan Webb.
Exactly. Alan Webb was the talk of USA track and field last year. Of course, breaking Jim Ryan's record in the mile and also placing very high within national championships. Michigan obviously was able to recruit one of the top recruits in the world for that matter. And he'll be at the University of Minnesota for the Big Ten Championship indoors.
Phil, I know a number of the tickets are sold for that, but there still are some available.
Yeah, the tickets have gone on sale, but I would recommend that if people are interested in this particular event to get out as soon as possible, because we have sold about 300 tickets already, and there is limited seating of about probably 1,000 to 1,100 people in the intimate setting of the University of Minnesota Fieldhouse.
Phil, thanks. Good luck this year.
Thank you, David.
624-8080 or 1-800-U-GOPHER if you want to get those tickets as soon as you can. Our thanks to Phil Lundeen for joining us here at halftime. We're at halftime in a sea of navy and orange. Assembly Hall, where the Illini have won 24 in a row. When we come back to Champaign, halftime highlights with Steve Bardo.
Hi, I'm Phil Mickelson. Everybody can use a good tip. Thanks, Phil. And I give my best tips only in Golf Digest. Golf Digest is the golf magazine. Information on equipment, the best.
Who are you going to call for your home remodeling needs?
Budget Construction.
Who gets you the best financing for your remodeling needs?
Budget Construction.
Who will replace your windows, modernize your kitchen, redo your basement, add a deck, and put siding on your house? Who offers low interest rates and free dishwashers?
Budget Construction.
So who are you going to call for all your home remodeling needs?
Budget Construction.
And the number you're going to call?
773-283-9200.
If you want to save big on carpet, you got to move fast. It's the huge Empire Warehouse Sale. With incredible factory direct prices, it's flying out of our warehouse. With Empire, you shop at home and choose from the best brand names. Your carpet's installed next day with no payments for 1 full year. Plus, you get a free gift with your order. Our big warehouse sale is in full swing, so hurry and call right now.
588-2300 Empire.
It's back.
The Supercomputer Sale.
Returns to the Donald E. Stevens Convention Center, Rosemont. Up to 80 dealers, millions of dollars in inventory, up to 80% off.
80% off.
This Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Hardware, software, accessories, and more. IBM, Microsoft, Intel, HP, and others. Computers, $99. Notebooks, $199. Printers, $49. Most items new with full software, 99 cents.
The biggest computer liquidation ever.
You better hurry for the best selection.
The Supercomputer Sale.
At the Donald E. Stevens Convention Center, formerly the Rosemont Convention Center of Blue Star Production.
The Illini enjoying that 34-25 lead. Hi again, everybody. Along with the ex-Illini, a little prejudice, I suppose, right? Steve Bardo here. And because he's played on this floor and in this series, you know what it's like. Minnesota, sometimes when they go on the road, has a history of giving up big runs, huh?
Yes, they do. They play extremely well in Williams Arena, but when they go on the road, they tend to give up that big run that knocks them out of the lead, and they have to play catch-up for the rest of the game.
Well, let's take a look at our first half highlights right now. First half highlights of this Big Ten opener.
Looking at Luther Head going baseline. Nice bounce pass to an open Frank Williams, who hits every bit of the rim to get it down. And then Cook turns baseline away from the defense for the nice jumper. And then Bauer gets the kick out for the open Trey along the baseline. And then they double team Frank Williams, who makes an errant pass. Dusty Reichert comes up, looks like a point guard there, Jim. Shovels to Bauer for the nasty two-hand flush.
First half highlights courtesy of Country Insurance and Financial Services. And now we'll take a look at the first half stats brought to you by College Illinois, a $5.29 prepaid tuition plan. The field goal percentage, 46% for the Gophers, 44% for the Illini. The big difference in three-point range. Points off of the turnover, 6 for the Gophers and 13 for the Illini. We're at halftime. Illinois, ranked number 7 in the nation, leading the Gophers 34-25.
No escapes. That's what we got with Balance Pro corn herbicide.
My proof, weeds just don't break through with Balance Pro.
All season I saw Tree Charge working on the weeds from the road.
My proof is my unused post-grass herbicide because Balance Pro replaced it.
My proof, grasses used to control this field. Now I do.
That's my proof.
My proof.
The power of recharge is why Balance Pro is America's fastest growing pre-herbicide. Need more proof? Visit balanceproof.com.
This is my country. These are my people. This is the world I understand.
It's not just talking about service. It's really knowing the people we serve.
No one like the
Financial Services. Real people, real answers, real quick.
Okay, now, which one is better? 1 or 2?
That would be 2.
Okay, now, better 1 or 2?
Can I see that one again?
Better 1 or 2?
That would definitely be 2.
For the same name brand contact lenses your doctor prescribed, delivered to your door for less, call Lens Express. Lens Express saves you up to 50% off the retail price of your contacts, delivered to you with our money-back satisfaction guarantee. Call right now and get free shipping on your first order if you're a new customer. Remember, for the same name brand contacts your doctor prescribed, delivered to your door for less, call Lens Express. Call right now. See a better way. Call Lens Express.
Welcome back. Illinois basketball on ESPN Plus, presented by Country Insurance and Financial Services. Real people, real answers, real quick. And again, the man with the real quick answers, Steve Bardo, the ex-Illini alongside. 34-25, we start the second stanza here. Bennett penetrates, gets chopped, and the foul against Illinois.
Nice set play out of the halftime for the Gophers, resulting in Bennett drawing a foul. A rare backdoor cut for the Gophers here.
Foul on Williams and number 21, Travaris Bennett, 6'7", 205, the senior out of Southwest Missouri State. And Rosedale, Mississippi goes to the strike. He had his second career daily double. I've done too much horse racing. Double-double at Texas Tech. Too much time at Saratoga with Bob Baffert and Point Given.
Okay.
I'm sorry. 34-26, Gophers cut it down.
See if the Illini can get past that first level of pressure against the zone trap early. They will result in some open shots.
A little shoving in the hole. In the first half, Holman with 8, Bauer with 8, Reichert with 4. Williams lit it up early with 8. Archibald got the first 2 points for the Illini, and Cook with a good contribution. Archibald, you know he's going to go.
But Jim, that's exactly what Bill Self was talking about. He's getting the ball underneath, and he's 6'10", 6'11". You have to go up and power it up.
Third foul on Rickert.
So you get the pass right there. He bobbled a little bit, but you have to go up strong. He's got a freshman on his back at 210, soaking wet. Archibald's 250. Power right through him and put it in the hole.
Out of Lafayette High School in Baldwin, Missouri, this 250-pound senior. Talking about the confidence and the repetition, Coach Self, that Archibald, he'd like him to have come tournament time, Big Ten tournament, as well as March Madness, eh?
I think he will, though, through this tough Big Ten season. I think he'll get those reps and that confidence that Bill Self's looking for.
Burleson swings it down, Reichert. But when Archibald gets the wingspan out, he looks like the plane that brought the Illini football team back. They had like 400 people on the plane last night. Reichert. Wide open at the other end. Bradford. Corey Bradford. He had 3 points in the first half on a three-pointer. Now he's got 5.
Great awareness that time by Brian Cook to look up court and find a streaking Bradford.
11-point Illini lead as they get ready to travel to Madison and take on the Badgers of Wisconsin come Saturday night. Gophers at home, Williams Arena against Michigan State, and then Michigan back-to-back. Shot clock. Nice dish underneath, and the reverse move by Bennett. Bennett with 2 points in the first half. Foul called on Frank Williams.
Look here on the shot by Reichert, it's off, and you see Cook. Beautiful outlet to a streaking Corey Bradford for the easy deuce. And then you see Reichert here. Nifty interior passing by Reichert to a cutting Bennett.
Bennett, as we mentioned, 72% from the stripe so far this season. 15 points, 10 rebounds in 13 minutes against Texas Tech. Gophers down by 8. Bradford whips it to the corner to Harrington. Looking for Archibald down low.
Minnesota's so big in their zone. Watch when the Illini guys are catching it on the perimeter. Some of them aren't even in position to shoot.
Archibald with a nice dish to Williams. Out to Harrington for 3.
That ball movement we saw in the first half by the Illini cutting the zone up.
He's got 6. Both of them from 3-point range. Bennett looks to the baseline. Cook on the defense. There's the battle underneath. They get the mismatch. Harrington with the foul.
First foul on Harrington. You see, Jim, that they ran a motion type offense and lifted everybody out of the paint, snuck Bauer in, who was one-on-one against Harrington. They got the matchup they wanted.
Nick Smith checks in. Archibald gets the rest. Robert Archibald leads with 6 points, and the freshman Nick Smith checks in with 4.
Now the Illini go back to the zone.
Been that confusing defense of Bill Self. He keeps switching it up, giving him the different looks. Cook draws the foul. Brian Cook. Gophers to inbound, and a fresh 35.
First time in recent memory that Cook has made it through the first half without a foul. Usually he's in foul trouble, which leads to some of his inconsistent play.
Shot clock down to 20. Bennett was wide open. They can't find him. The reverse Reichert bad shot. Smith battles for it. Gophers basketball. 17:03 left to go in the game. Illini on an 11-point lead.
That's that lack of weight and strength that Coach Self was mentioning about Nick Smith. He'll get much better with that with time.
Out of bounds. Illinois basketball. Bauer can't believe it.
No, Jim.
No, it actually went off of Bradford. That was a good call, and then hit Bauer out of bounds. Alley-oop, Cook, how do you do? Brian Cook, 6 points in the first half. Starting to light things up in the second. 42-29, biggest Illinois lead. Reichert inside the paint, dishes to Bennett. Bennett gets hammered by Smith, no call. Williams comes out. 1-on-2, Frank wants to run. Whips it cross court to Corey Bradford. And Bradford gets chopped in the corner by Bauer. Bauer's still mad about the out-of-bounds play.
Boy, did you see the play by Frank Williams? Let's look at this oop first. Usually, we see here Sean Harrington making a pass to the vertically challenged Cook, but he's gotten up tonight. And then you see what a beautiful cross-court pass off the break to Corey Bradford, who didn't get it down but got fouled. Great floor awareness by Frank Williams.
Fouled way after the shot. Corey Bradford with 6 now. First trip to the line. In fact, for as physical as it's been, not many free throws in the game.
And fouling Corey at the three-point line is just like giving up a 3. He shoots the free throws so well.
Cook gets a rest and a nice round of applause. And the big tight end. Whoop. He could have helped him. Corey Bradford has started every game in his Illini career. A school record, 1,113 starts. An 11-2 Illinois run in the last 3 minutes and 14 seconds. Biggest lead, 45-29. Bauer from 18. Dusty. Michael Bauer.
The Gophers are getting better shots this half. That's just the first one they've been able to convert.
Harrington in trouble. Now the Gophers with a little sense of urgency. Slapped out of bounds. It goes back to Illinois. Bill Self with it. Says, who do I give it to? Bill Self trying to up his record to 39-10 in his second year. 11-2 coming in.
The Dow started the year with a gain of 52. The NASDAQ 29 both closed near their highs for the day. Watch WebFN all day long on WFBT, broadcast channel 23, and 24 hours on WebFN.com.
You're looking for good old-fashioned, wholesome comedy.
Patrick.
Then stick with a B.
Ah, you rotten mullet head.
For a plentiful time, watch Married with Children, tonight at 11 on WCIU.
At Poolorama's incredible half-off after Christmas sale. Get up to 50% off everything in stock, including pool tables. 2001 model spas start at just $19.95. Get huge savings on bars, bar stools, and tanning systems, too. Plus, get no payment, no interest financing for 6 months. At Poolorama.
It's back.
The Supercomputer Sale.
Returns to the Donald E. Stevens Convention Center, Rosemont. Up to 80 dealers, millions of dollars in inventory, up to 80% off.
80% off.
This Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Hardware, software, accessories, and more. IBM, Microsoft, Intel, HP, and others. Computers, $99. Notebooks, $199. Printers, $49. Most items new with full warranties. Software, 99 cents.
The biggest computer liquidation ever.
You better hurry for the best selection.
The Supercomputer Sale.
At the Donald E. Stevens Convention Center, formerly the Rosemont Convention Center of Blue Star Productions.
Back to Champaign. You know, this is the 15th time that the Gophers and the Illini have opened up the Big Ten season. We sat down with Bill Self and asked him his thoughts on the state of the Big Ten.
All the teams are going to be good and competitive. You know, people talk about our league. Our league is not down. We've had some bad losses in the non-conference, but I promise you, we're going to have, you know, 7, 8 schools fighting for NCAA tournament berths just like we did last year. There's not going to be that much difference, but I think there's more parity this year. And if teams are able to stay injury-free, which we haven't yet, but if teams are able to, this league will be dynamite this year.
Illinois like a MASH unit right now. Archibald back in. Bradford works. Down low it goes to the big freshman, Nick Smith, out of bounds. The turnover. Smith with 4 points. That's the first time he's coughed it up.
Okay, we got some.
And the officials, as Lindsey Nelson used to say, the late, great Lindsey Nelson, had a conclave.
Bill gets the call. He still doesn't like what's going on.
What's wrong with you? Didn't you see it? Williams pulls away, won't go. Bennett fights for it, beats Smith to the loose basketball. 45-31, 15:30 to go. Burleson between the legs.
There's one criticism that I have of Frank Williams is sometimes when they can really go for the jugular and get a huge basket, he'll take an ill-advised shot.
They battle for it. It goes over to the Illini. Bill Self goes to the bench. Luther Head checks in. 6'3", 170-pound freshman out of Manley High School back in Chicago. Nice round of applause for Frank Williams, who looks a little pooped.
Yeah. And I'm sure Bill didn't like that last shot. Minnesota, Jim, has really got to find a way to stop the Illini's looks and get back into this ball game.
Nick Smith pulls up in and out of the bucket. Archibald fights for the rebound, literally. Arrow goes over to the Illini. I wouldn't want to get in a rugby scrum with him.
Well, I don't know if they play much rugby in Scotland.
Tell you what, that is one competitive young man right there.
Oh, yeah. You hate to play against him, but you love to have him on your team.
Who does he remind you of?
He reminds me of a little bit more athletic Bill Lambier. But he's a little bit more athletic than Bill was.
Harrington for 3. And the Gophers get the basketball. 14-point Minnesota deficit. Had the shot, didn't take it. Dusty Reichert. Burleson, nice dish underneath. The pass was too far. Bauer had it partially rejected. Illinois goes the other way. Bradford streaking. They didn't even see him. Now Corey gets it down low. Nice reverse, slapped away. Gets his own rebound to Smith. Archibald just steals it down low. That was all Archibald. That was the Gophers' ball. That was a true pick.
Man, it is. It's WWF up in under that basket, Jim. They are letting it go. I understand Big Ten play, but oh man, look at this here. Corey goes up and gets blasted on the arm, gets it back. Nick gets pushed in the hip. Arch comes back. I mean, it's a free-for-all in there.
48 of 68 at the stripe coming in, a 71% free throw shooter. Robert had 3 field goals, 6 points in the first half. About 90% back since that injury, the coach said this afternoon. Tell you what, 90% of Robert Archibald is about all you'd want.
Yeah, because he's really been aggressive this evening. Last game he played, he wasn't as fluid moving, but he's really getting after it tonight.
7 points now for Archibald, up to a 15-point Illini lead. The Golden Gophers have had 1 field goal in the last 4.5 minutes. That won't get the job done if you're playing at home, let alone when you're on the road. Yeah. Reichert. Gophers have gone cold.
And without their super freshman with 4 fouls, boy, they're going to be in trouble.
Smith
is
open.
Sit for a while.
Sorry. No, Bradford to Smith. Bauer with a steal, almost gives it back, looks for any help to Burleson. Burleson's averaging 6.5 points a game. He had 2 in the first half, but hasn't done much here in the second. Reichert with a nice dish, gets it out to Bauer, won't go. Bradford comes down with it. 1 on 4. No other white jerseys. Corey pulls it up. Cross court to Smith. Good ball movement. Cook back in. Errant pass. Bradford comes away. Harrington outside the arc.
Boy, nice play that time by Corey Bradford. Looked like he was going to give the ball to Cook, but kicked it out to an open Harrington who drains a 3.
Harrington with 1 3-pointer in the first, 2 more in the second. Minnesota's seen enough. 49-31, 12:54 left to go. We open the Big Ten season. We talked about it's the 15th time that the Gophers and the Illini have opened it up, each team winning 7. This the rubber in the match as Harrington drains his 3rd 3-pointer of the night.
Something extraordinary is coming to Amoco. It will change your gasoline buying experience, but it won't change your gasoline. You'll still be able to buy the same Amoco gasoline you've always bought, but the environment in which you buy it will be brighter, smarter, more inviting than ever before. And the best part is, this is just the beginning. BP, going beyond.
Balance Pro gives me 1 pass weed control and my best yields. This is my proof.
It's as close to a perfect 1-pass program as you can find. It recharges, keeps my fields clean all season long. That's my proof.
This is my proof. The Balance Pro is the best 1-pass performance out there. My 1-pass users have increased 30%. This is my proof.
My proof.
My proof.
Balance Pro pre-herbicide gets your weeds. Then the power of recharge gets them again. Want proof? BalanceProof.com.
It's just the same old thing. I need adventure, excitement. I'm suffocating.
Okay. You can drive.
Spice things up. The Hyundai Santa Fe. V6 power, full-time 4-wheel drive, and the freedom of America's best warranty plan. The Santa Fe.
Don't even think about it.
ESPN Plus welcomes you back to Sold Out Assembly Hall. There is Bill Munson. Got his hands full, 7 up and 4 down. He's 7-1 at home. Back in the barn, Williams Arena for the Maroon and Gold, but 0-3 on the road this year, and 2 straight road losses to end last year.
And boy, they have an uphill mountain to climb tonight.
Burleson penetrates. Nice dish to Holman. So that's their 2nd field goal in the last 5.5 minutes.
I was wondering when he was going to get the ball. Jim had a really good first half, but first part of the second half didn't see it.
10 points for Holman, and the foul against the Gophers.
Fouls on Minnesota, number 40, Jerry Holman.
Top 25 as we take a look at the ESPN USA Today poll. Duke, no problem. Just like preseason. Kansas by 4 in the second half. Kentucky Kind of stuck it to Rick Pitino in Louisville. Somebody said it'll be Pitino's worst team this year. Syracuse at home against Rutgers. That won't make the old Rutgers coach, Bob Wenzel, too happy. Fleming with a nice penetration, pulls up, pops it from 14.
Now that's the first time all night that we've seen a Golden Gopher put it on the floor to create a shot. They're penetrating the pass. That's the first time that Fleming went and got his own shot.
Wide open is Archibald. Looked like he might have walked. Did he get a free pass? I didn't see the ball hit the rim, did you?
No.
Or hit the court?
No, it didn't. He just.
You tell me if this is travel.
He caught and galloped.
Archibald at the line.
Well, you're at home. You get the benefit of the doubt.
I mean, I'm not wearing a zebra suit, but that did look like traveling, did it not?
Yeah, they gave him an extra half step, but you know they're on their home floor. They get a little bit more here.
What did Jackie Gleason used to do? A little traveling music, please.
And Robert, typically superb from the free throw line, struggling a little bit.
Replays 45, Riker.
But Minnesota's just really pulling, grasping at straws right now. They just don't have any combinations really working.
Archibald connects 1 out of 2. Robert Archibald. So it's a 53-35 advantage, and the Gophers have got their hands full.
No other weekly financial publication moves the markets like Barron's. It provides...
I work. Other schools don't seem to understand that. With DeVry's Weekend College, I'm closing the earning gap in my life.
The main reason I chose DeVry is because they have flexible hours.
I don't have a lot of time, but DeVry makes the most of it. I never thought I'd find time to go back to school, but now I have a plan. People ask me why I go to classes on weekends. Technology keeps changing. That's why. With weekend classes, there's really no excuse not to go to school. What are you doing this weekend?
For a higher degree of success, call 1-800-DeVry-11.
Somalia, 1993.
RPG! We took a hit!
6-1 is going down. 100 American soldiers found themselves surrounded by 5,000 rebel fighters.
We got a man down!
The only thing more incredible than the odds was how they triumphed.
Come on!
Black Hawk Down, rated R. Now playing in New York and LA, everywhere January 18th.
It's back. The Super Computer Sale.
Returns to the Donald D. Stevens Convention Center, Rosemont, this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. IBM, Microsoft, Intel, HP, and others.
The biggest computer liquidation ever.
Handheld computers, $99. Notebooks, $199. Computers, $99. Printers and scanners, $49. 17-inch monitors, $99. You better hurry for the best selection. Up to 80 dealers, millions of dollars in inventory, up to 80% off.
80% off.
For more info, visit BlueStarShows.com.
The Super Computer Sale.
At the Donald D. Stevens Convention Center, formerly the Rosemont Convention Center, a Blue Star production.
Books, the Illini 53 and the Gophers 35. Here's a stats flash brought to you courtesy of Balance Pro Corn Herbicide.
See here, the Illini 7 for 19 from the three-point line, shooting the ball pretty well, and Minnesota struggling at 1 of 8.
Stats flash brought to you by Balance Pro, the power of recharge. Harrington, 3 out of 8 in the three-point range. As we mentioned, 1 in the first half and 2 more in the second stanza. Here we go. Gophers with an uphill climb on the road. They've lost 5 in a row. Visiting teams building. Burleson. Illinois doing a good job of clogging that middle. Out to Bauer for 3.
That's nice inside-out offense that time by the Gophers. Holman, recognizing the double team, kicks it out to an open Bauer, who drains the 3. The Gophers need to continue to change things up. They have to take some chances now, Jim, in order to get back into the game. They need some steals. They need some stops.
Archibald goes way up over the rim and then gets chopped on the double team. Holman was down there. Bauer was there as well.
Foul is on number 40, Jerry Holman.
See here, you have the shot that you want, a three-pointer by Luther Head, but you don't secure the defensive glass. Those are the shots that you want if you're a Minnesota Gopher. Get it off the glass and go the other way, but Holman picks up the foul.
5 out of 8 from the stripe tonight, and for the year he came in. 38 of 51. He might be spending a little bit of time there tomorrow.
Yeah. You know what I think is a factor with his free throw shooting? It is physical this evening, and that takes a little bit away from you. You're not quite as comfortable at the line.
54-38, 16-point Illini lead. Burleson. Coaches say he's a bit of a streaky shooter. Like that.
Yeah.
Getting physical again. 2-on-1. Williams. Alley-oop to head.
You know what? Good defensive play that time by Fleming. Recognizing that, see here, Burleson misses out of the corner. Holman hustles after it, saves it to Williams, who's setting up the lob, and Fleming, smart, breaks up the lob, because that gets the crowd on their feet, that energizes the Illini to where he has to earn it from the line.
Out of Manley High School in Chicago, Luther Head, the 6'3" guard, 170-pound freshman, was 2 of 8 from the line coming into this game. Well, the book on Fleming is he's very good in transition game, huh?
Yeah, very good, and very good at creating his own shot. But the Illini defense has been really tough this season. Right here, there he goes.
And he has it stripped away. It goes out of bounds, and it goes back over to the Gophers. Assembly Hall, sold out Assembly Hall, Champaign, Illinois, where the Illini have won 24 games in a row. And speaking of, number 24 checks out. Sean Harrington sits down, gets a little rest. All those three-point tries will wear you out. Burleson works in the backcourt. Luther Head, the freshman, good job on the D. Archibald holds his ground, out of bounds to Illinois.
That looked like it was off of Archibald.
Minnesota's bench is not happy.
I understand it.
I think the Illini got away with their second break. The other was the little waltz done by Archibald. That wasn't even double dribble. That was just a walk. Archibald. Robert spins around and dumps it on through. 58-38 up to a 20-point spread.
The Illini showing a killer instinct that we haven't seen that much of this season.
Fleming works in the backcourt against Bradford. Gets no help. Bennett comes way out, whips it to Bauer. Bauer rejected by Archibald, and Bill Monson says, now wait a minute, wasn't there a foul there? Coach better be careful. Cook spins around from 8, dumps it on through. Brian Cook had 6 in the first half. The junior out of Lincoln, Illinois, and Lincoln High School.
Oh, the Gophers are reeling right now. Two of their better players in foul trouble.
Gophers have got to be careful. Bill Monson is screaming. He's about as red as the maroon on the jerseys.
Well, we understand why he's upset. But in the Big Ten, when you go on the road, you better expect to win by 10 points, because that's just how it is in the Big Ten. It's tough to win on the road.
Take a look at Brian Cook with a nice spin around. The 6'10", 240-pound junior came into the game averaging about 11.5 points a game. I'm not sure when you're down by as many points, 22, it's the best of time you want to take on the officials.
Yeah.
Missouri, one of the two teams. Iowa, Missouri, they made it to the finals in that Guardian Classic. Alabama 44, Beth Cookman 23 there at the half. Butler pulls it out in double overtime. What are they now? Oh, it's still going. That's not a final. They're in double overtime.
Wow.
Hope nobody's got a flight.
I tell you what, that indication how tough that league is.
Look at that. Miami of Florida came back against Georgetown. That's the final. They win by 8. So the basketball team did their job. We'll see what happens tomorrow night. Who do you like in that football game?
I like the Hurricanes.
You do?
Yes, I do.
Really? How many points will you give me?
10.
That's not enough. 9 minutes and counting. Holman, and the reach around by Nick Smith. That's just a lazy foul. He will learn. You know, we talked about the asthmatic problem that Nick Smith suffers. How big a problem is that to a hoopster?
Well, for a big guy his size that has to lumber up and down the court and banging on the interior, it's cause for concern. But I think he'll get better as he gets a little bit older and stronger, as we mentioned earlier.
And when he puts on the weight, I mean, does it become a larger problem with the added weight?
No, I think it will allow him to be quicker and use his body more instead of being asthmatic.
Nice drive by Fleming. He likes to drive to his right, gets away with it right there.
Yeah, he hurt the backside a little bit on the move, but Fleming is really the only one, Jim, all night that has been aggressive going to the basket or looking for a shot off the dribble.
Yeah, the coaches will tell you of this young man that he likes to come into the game, change the pace of the game. If there's a downside, he does look to shoot about every time he gets the ball, right?
Yeah, but that's not all bad in this situation. They need some scoring from someplace.
Fleming out of Hillcrest High School in Chicago. 20-point Illinois spread. Bradford. Williams double team down low. Smith needs to rotate and help him out.
Good double team that time by the Gophers.
Some aggressive defense finally paid off. 8:25 left to go in this game. Illinois, they'll be taking on the Badgers on Saturday night up in Madison. And get ready, the maroon and gold return to Williams Arena, the barn as it's called, where they are a very impressive 7-1 so far this year, taking on Michigan State and then Michigan back-to-back. Well, this transition play of the game is brought to you by BP and Amoco, where the look is changing to BP, but the same great Amoco gasoline you've always bought is not changing.
Nice steal by Reichert. Coming up the floor, nice dish to a streaking Bauer with the two-hand flush.
Williams, number 30 right there. We mentioned the fact he's had 6 straight games where he's been in double figures and has been the leading scorer for the Illini. I was talking to Coach Self about the long season and about Williams, and he said, well, Frank's got to get used to the fact he's going to have some ups and downs by his standards, which are so high. Smith won't go, and Bennett goes high over to pull it down.
Yeah, Frank, and to add to that, Frank is going to have ups and downs because everybody in the country is geared to stop him.
Blocking foul. That's just the second foul on Brian Cook, 1 in the first half and 1 in the second. So Aaron Robinson, who had an assist and 2 steals against Nebraska out of Guilford High School in Rockford, Illinois. The 5'9" freshman goes to the line. And if he hits this, he'll match his season output. Nice rebound by Reichert, who's well off his average of 13.5 points a game. Reichert has 4 points in the first half and has been very quiet, hasn't he, Steve?
Yes, he has, and it's tough for him to shoot over a 7'2" Nick Smith and also Cook inside. They've really done a good job on him tonight.
Cook misses, and a rebound yanked down by 21, Travaris Bennett.
See, Jim, Minnesota gets into their set and they move the ball around, but no one's really penetrating.
.733 left to go. The Illini in front by 20. After the first half and that 26-2 run, it's been all Illinois.
You know, we could have spent every dime we have in expensive special effects in our Prairie Farms ice cream commercials. But instead, we decided to put our money where your mouth is. Taste the homemade goodness of Prairie Farms.
This is my country. These are my people. This is the world I understand.
It's not just talking about service. It's really knowing the people we serve.
I know them like the back of my own hand.
Country Insurance and Financial Services. Real people, real answers, real quick.
You know, we could have spent an absolute fortune to get a big-name celebrity in our Prairie Farms ice cream commercials. But instead, we decided to put our money where your mouth is. Quality you can taste from Prairie Farms.
It's just the same old thing. It's just the same old thing. I need adventure, excitement. I'm suffocating.
Okay. You can drive.
Spice things up. The Hyundai Santa Fe. V6 power, full-time four-wheel drive, and the freedom of America's best warranty plan. The Santa Fe.
Don't even think about it.
ESPN Plus, presented by Country Insurance and Financial Services. Real people, real answers, real quick. Rick Rickard, the outstanding freshman, averaging 12 points a game. He had 3 points in the first half. Guess what, folks? A goose egg in the second. Dusty Reichert, the outstanding senior, averaging 13.6. He had 4 points in the first half. Guess what? Goose egg in the second. They're two big men. El Zippo.
Illini doing a great job of making someone other than their top scorers beat them from the field.
.7:15 and counting. Cook down low to Archibald. Ooh. Can you break down that? Ooh.
Oh, man.
What were your thoughts when you did that?
Hey, that was the old Kevin McHale move right there. Jump to the paint, revert up fake, reverse pivot up under. Just missed the layup. That was a nice move by Robert Archibald.
You mean Kevin Lynch never had those moves?
No, Kevin just had the hops. Kevin could get off the ground, though.
He's sitting right next to us doing the radio on WCCO radio back in the Twin Cities. The good neighbor that is, by the way, they have broadcast Golden Gopher basketball since 1930.
Oh, wow.
A final in double overtime. Wright State by 3 over 20th ranked Butler. Boy. What a game that has been.
Hey, the conference season has started.
Reichert goes to the line. 8 straight games in double figures. Again, 4 points in the first half, but none in the second. Excellent shooter from about 15 feet and in. I said CCO Radio's been doing the game since 1930, not Kevin Lynch. But he played at Williams Arena when? Back about 87, 88, didn't he?
That's right.
Down low it goes. Rickard, stolen away. Harrington, 2-on-2. Head pulls up. He's a heady player for a freshman. I mean, he's a smart player.
He is, and to combine that with some athleticism that he has, he's going to be special here for the Illini.
Inside of 6.5. Reichert for 3. Esselink. Rickard finally gets untracked. He's got 5. Illinois scoreless the last 3:06, but Minnesota hasn't exactly lit it up.
No, and you see Reichert and Rickard really trying to get on track here. But the young freshman in Rickard is really going to be a good player, Jim. He's just not very strong upper body right now, and in the Big Ten, that's not a good thing.
Is young and freshman redundant?
Yeah, but Luther Head plays a little bit older freshman than some of the other guys.
Around the Big Ten as they open up, Ohio State, the Buckeyes by 8 against the Boilermakers. Michigan, which will take on the Golden Gophers in 2 games against Penn State. Badgers, they'll be hosting Illinois come Saturday night, losing by 3 to Iowa. Tell you what, you do expect to see Iowa and Missouri come March Madness, don't you?
Yes.
Quinn Snyder.
Despite
Steve Alford, they've got him cranked up.
Despite the fact that Missouri dropped 3 in a row to Illinois, to Iowa, and to DePaul. But they'll be right there towards the end of the season.
62-42. Back to a 20-point spread. Burleson misses everything. Tosses up the air ball. Bradford, quick to head. I think Bill Self would like a little more discipline right now. He's up. Even though he's got the huge 20-point lead, he's still coaching. Archibald, guess where it's going?
Did you see that off-arm elbow to free up some space? Welcome to the Big Ten, Jerry Holman. My goodness, what a move by Archibald.
Holy cow. We talked about his strength and his size and posting up, and what Bill Self was saying at the shoot-around today, the ability to push a blocker out of the way. Man.
Minnesota's going to be a lot better, Jim, than they're displaying tonight. Very young, but they've got to find some leadership in that backcourt. Burleson has really struggled this evening and really hasn't given them the leadership that they need.
Illinois holding opponents to under 41% in field goal percentage this year, and what they've done opening up at home in the Big Ten Conference, an impressive 37-16. 56-30, a 24 home game winning streak, the longest. You see the dates right there. And of course the Gophers rather anemic on the road, 0-3, about to go to 0-4 this year, and a 2-game carryover in the negative column from last year. And of course Illinois, excuse me, Steve, Illini, they know something about comebacks. I mean, they came back from 13 against Penn State. They won by 7. They came back from 12 against Arkansas to win by 3. And they were down to the Gophers early.
Yeah, they don't shake very easily. And they have the leadership that we're talking about that Minnesota lacks in Frank Williams.
Reichert with his first second-half points. So both Rickert and Reichert slow to get untracked. That comes at 5:08 left to go in the ballgame. Well, Bill Self said it would come down to speed against size and getting Minnesota out of their rhythm. They did a good job of that in the first half and have not looked back.
Had Archibald there open down low.
Cook for 3, won't go. Bauer with a nice rebound. Archibald just pulls on his jersey as he tries to go down the court. Bauer just looks at him like, hey, you're at 64-45. Why are you tugging at my jersey? Bauer over Cook.
Boy, Bauer's had a solid game. Michael's hit from all angles this evening, inside the paint from the 3.
Archibald given the sophomore working over. But Michael Bauer, plenty of spirit.
And at this junction in the ball game, when you're down like you are as Minnesota is, you look for good things to build on for next game.
Good thing would be the charter flight home.
Well, you look at Holman. Holman has played extremely well, coming in, and Bauer shot the ball well.
It'll be a different Gopher team at home come Saturday night.
Something about that raised floor in Williams Arena.
Still Gopher basketball. Well, it's also the Big Ten opener, all right? Bill Munson still searching for the right combination, some tempo, some talent. There's plenty there and a long way to go before March.
On the next World's Wildest Police Videos, officers must save a young boy from a man who believes he's Jesus Christ.
Go with a baby, man.
World's Wildest Police Videos.
Saturday at 5 on WCIU.
At Poolorama's incredible half-off after Christmas sale. Get up to 50% off everything in stock, including pool tables. 2001 model spas start at just $19.95. Get huge savings on bars, bar stools, and tanning systems, too. Plus, get no payment, no interest financing for 6 months. At Poolorama.
If you want to save big on carpet, you got to move fast. It's the huge Empire Warehouse Sale. With incredible factory direct prices, it's flying out of our warehouse. With Empire, you shop at home and choose from the best brand names. Your carpet's installed next day with no payments for 1 full year. Plus, you get a free gift with your order. Our big warehouse sale is in full swing, so hurry and call right now.
588-2300 Empire.
Tonight's game is being brought to you by College Illinois, where you can prepay tomorrow's tuition and fees at today's prices. And by Balance Pro, the power of recharge. Welcome back to Assembly Hall. It's been all Illinois since that tremendous run in the first half. The Illini 64 and the Golden Gophers 47. Under 4 left to go. And you talk to coaches around the Big Ten. You take a look at Brian Ryan Cook and what the big guy has done tonight. 12 points. He came in averaging about 9.5 points and 7 rebounds. That's one more rebound than he's been averaging so far. He missed the Western Illinois and Loyola Chicago game, resting his bad back and a foot injury. And here we go. Holman won't go. What I started to say was the Gophers are a pattern team. They like to run their offense. That's what the coaches around the league will tell you is the book on the Gophers. But it's hard to stay in that pattern when you fall behind by a bunch.
Yes, it is. You have to get out of your comfort level and start taking chances that you're not comfortable with. And so the Illini, with the mixing defenses in the zone, the man-to-man, the three-quarter court pressure has really thrown the Gophers. And, you know, especially when you're on the road, it's tough enough to stay in your own comfort zone and enforce your will on the opposing team. But Illinois did a fantastic job of keeping them off balance.
I like this kid, Michael Bauer. Hurt his ankle in practice last Friday. Hurt the ankle in the Purdue game. Cost him almost a whole season. Broke his arm against Purdue. Tenacious. I mean, he just fights his way back.
Got a smooth stroke as well from the outside.
Shot clock down to 11. Count it. Cook.
Cook has really been, you know, he hesitates sometimes, but now he's really just looking for a shot. Looks impressive.
Esselink drains the three. Steve Esselink, 7 out of 20 from three-point range on the year. Had a career-high 12 points against Maryland Eastern Shore.
Okay, we're looking at a 15-point game. Jim, a couple stops and a couple threes, and Minnesota's right back in this game.
Gophers 42%. The Illini 46%. And again, I go back to that stat that I gave you earlier. Illinois holding their opponents to 40.5% from field goal range and 32% from three-point range. So they're right about at the season average. Closest the Gophers have been since the 16.5 mark, 42-29. Corey Bradford.
See, now you come with Fleming and Bennett off the bench. Looking at more scoring. Fleming can break the defense down off the dribble. You got Bauer in who can shoot the three. Bennett can shoot the three. Holman inside, so they're not done quite yet.
I asked Bill today at the shoot-around, I said, what's Corey improved on the most? And he grinned. He said, improved? He does well defense, but improved might be a stretch. I said, well, I'm enjoying your coach speak. And he just laughed.
Yeah.
2-on-1. Cook.
Man. Frank Williams just making life miserable for Fleming, trying to bring the ball up the floor.
I believe if you were Dandy Don Meredith, about now you'd be humming Turn Out the Lights. Bauer. Rebound, yanked down by Williams. Approaching the 2-minute mark. Illinois, 25 in a row here at Assembly Hall. And a home opener in the Big Ten. Nick Smith.
Well, we're going to have to call Nick Smith the big fundamentals. You see that catch, didn't bring the ball down, kept it up, utilized the 7'2" height.
There's an example of that improved defense by Corey Bradford, right? 2 Gophers, and he took the ball right away. Williams back out to Bradford. He looks at the shot clock. And all those boys that have been accumulating pine in the rear end are up. We'll clear the benches here in a second. Harrington gets it off to Corey Bradford for 3, and he gets chopped by Esselink.
Second time this evening. Bradford's gone up for a 3, and his defender knocked him down.
So the man that started every one of his career starts for the Illini, Corey Bradford. Watch the transition play here, and at the other end, Cook. And the foul, Esselink chopping Corey Bradford. Of course, as you go into the meat of the Big Ten season, I asked Bill Self on a serious note what Corey Bradford could improve upon, and that word consistency pops up again.
Yeah, and Corey last year had a serious adjustment, Jim, in terms of coaching styles. Kruger featured Corey Bradford in the lineup, and now he's just another cog in the offense himself.
So Brian Cook will sit down and Nick Smith will sit down. We'll get some final stats on their scoring. Bradford at the line won't go. And both coaches have gone to the bench as this one is all over except for the final stats. Buck 20 and counting. Shaw. Reichert still in there. Esselink. Esselink with a nice move, takes it to the paint, and the finger roll.
Esselink showing some athleticism on that drive.
Out of Hills Beaver Creek High School in Hills, Minnesota.
1 minute to play.
20-point Minnesota deficit.
Surprised to see Rickert and Reichert still in the ball game, Jim, at this juncture.
Corey Bradford pops it for 3. He had 1 3-pointer in the first half. Came in averaging about 11.3, and he gets a nice ovation and some high fives from Brian Cook. All of his starters are out, and we've got 40 ticks left.
Rare in a Big Ten ball game you get a chance to clear your bench, so this is a big-time win for the Illini.
Reichert in and out, won't go. Illinois goes the other way. Head. Luther Head has played a strong game and gotten a lot of minutes tonight, the 6'3" freshman.
Powell can hit that 3 there.
With a nice dish to the corner, won't go. Rebound to the Gophers, and this one is just about over. Head almost comes up with a steal. Gophers basketball took it right away from Hokanson. Hokanson, a walk-on, who's played in just 3 games, now is his 4th, the sophomore, with the basketball. Off it goes to Rickert for 3, in and out of the cone, won't go. That's it. Gophers had an 8-2 lead. Then it was all Illinois with that changing defense. 76-53 our final. We'll come back and put a period on things. You come back with us.
From America's #1 personal trainer, Tony Little, comes the country's most exciting way to lose weight, the revolutionary Gazelle Freestyle. 10 cardio, strength training, and stretching moves in one fun-filled, calorie-burning workout with almost 0 impact.
I've lost 32 pounds in 7 months. Being over 300 pounds, it helped me lose over 200.
The Gazelle Freestyle has worked for these people and many more. Now you can try the Gazelle Freestyle before you buy. At home for 30 days for just $14.95 plus shipping and handling. Complete with onboard heart rate monitor and Tony Little's exclusive one-on-one personal trainer video.
Use the system for 30 days. If you don't fall in love with it, if you don't get results from it, if you don't like me, send it back.
This sensational Gazelle Freestyle $14.95 trial offer won't last long, so don't miss out. Call right now.
Call now to order a Gazelle Freestyle to try in your own home for just $14.95 plus shipping and handling.
Welcome back. It's official as the Big Ten season is underway. The 7th-ranked Illini 76 and the Golden Gophers of Minnesota 53. Let's take a look at the Hyundai drive of the game.
See, here's Steve Esselink. Nice swing through, puts it on the floor and leads from the dotted with the sweet finger roll.
Pretty move right there by Esselink, the 6'6" sophomore who had 7 points, 4 assists against Maryland Eastern Shore in just 21 minutes. So it's a final, and Bill Munson will get ready for Michigan State on Saturday night. Meanwhile, Bill Self and the Illini get ready to travel out to Madison, Wisconsin, and take on the Badgers also on Saturday night. This has been a presentation of ESPN Plus. For Steve Bardo and all our ESPN Plus crew here at a sold-out Assembly Hall, we'll say so long. Happy New Year again, everybody. Stick around. This has been a worldwide leader in collegiate sports.